I didn't cry when he said it. I just smiled, tilted my head as though I'd misheard. Immediate family, he repeated, dismissive, slipping his phone into his pocket as if I wasn't his wife, as if my absence at his sister's engagement dinner was normal. The silence that followed could have cracked glass. I nodded, excused myself, and locked the bathroom door. My reflection stared back, calm, unreadable. Inside, though, something shifted. Not broken, not fragile, hard, cold, a blade. That was the night my marriage died. We'd been married 9 years. I'd loved him through everything, his late nights at work, his insecurities, his temper when money was tight. I believed in him the way a blind person believes in air, unseen, unquestioned, essential. He was charming back then, laughed too loudly, kissed too deeply, whispered promises about forever under flickering kitchen lights. I built my life around those promises. But forever had an expiration date. It started with small absences, business dinners, forgotten texts, the scent of perfume that wasn't mine lingering in his car. A man who once narrated his day suddenly spoke in half sentences, leaving whole hours unaccounted for. Then the dinner, the lie wrapped as truth. Immediate family. Except I am immediate family. I am the wife. The omission wasn't oversight, it was choice. That was when the scales fell. I stopped asking questions. I stopped waiting for confessions. Instead, I started watching. He underestimated me, always had. He thought my silence meant weakness. He thought my obedience meant blindness. But I was cataloging. Every transaction, every withdrawal, every whispered call when he thought I was asleep. Passwords came easily. He was careless when comfortable. His banking, his emails, even the little private folder on his laptop. What I found wasn't a single betrayal, it was an ecosystem of them. He was drowning us in debt, lavish dinners, hotel suites, jewelry that never touched my skin. His mistress wore my security around her neck. And still, he came home to me, kissed me like a stranger, ate the meals I cooked, slept in our bed. I didn't confront him, not then. Instead, I planned. Revenge is best served methodically. First, I moved money. Not stolen, protected. I had access, joint accounts, cards in my name. Quiet transfers into a separate account he couldn't see. Not enough for him to notice right away, but enough to build my safety net. Second, documentation. Every receipt, every text message, every photo. Dated, time-stamped, printed, tucked away. Third, allies. A lawyer, recommended quietly by a friend who'd survived her own war. She taught me words like marital waste, asset division, spousal support. Tools sharper than knives. I played the devoted wife on the surface. Dinners, smiles, even intimacy when necessary. He never suspected. Patience is the cruelest weapon. The climax came a week after the engagement dinner. He called me, voice ragged, panic laced through every syllable. My card was declined at dinner, in front of everyone. Did you pay the bill this month? I let silence stretch. I could almost hear his pulse crackling through the line. Finally, I answered, cool and slow. I must have forgotten, just like you forgot your wife. The words hung there, an executioner's blade. He stuttered, tried to spin excuses, but I cut the call. When he came home, fury on his face, I was ready. I'd already packed the essentials, papers on the table, bank accounts emptied into safety. His family, his precious immediate family, blind copied on the email I'd sent, evidence attached. His mistress's name in bold. Her hotel bills matched to his statements. Silence can scream louder than rage. His world collapsed in that silence. The confrontation wasn't loud. No screaming, no broken glass. He stood there, reading the email, face draining of color. His hands trembled as though holding invisible shackles. "You ruined me," he whispered. "No," I corrected. "You did that yourself. I just lit the lights so everyone could see." And then I walked past him, suitcase rolling behind me like a period at the end of a long sentence. Freedom tastes metallic, like blood and victory. I'm not naive. Divorce will be long, ugly, expensive. He will twist, claw, try to paint himself as victim. But I have patience. I have proof. I have peace. What he has left is rubble. A mistress who won't stick around once the money evaporates. A family who now knows the man behind the mask. A reputation shredded by his own hands. I don't pity him. I don't miss him. When I asked about his sister's engagement dinner, he erased me with one sentence. Now, I've erased him with silence, precision, and truth. He'll live with the ghost of me, always at the dinner table, never at his side.